All right, out of morbid curiosity, we're watching Wish. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got why was Elemental nominated, not Wish? This is supposedly worse. Metacritic, it's worse. IMDb user rating, it's worse. I just don't know how that's possible. So we're gonna torture ourselves one last time, taking a little tiny detour from the other nominations. Let's fucking do it. All right. So if your copy is not the same time length, it's probably because it's a slightly different credits at the end because Disney Plus and regions and all that shit. Starts with the Disney intro logo thing. So without further ado, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's only 7:30. So we could have time for a second better movie after this. We could watch May December after this. And it might be even fucking more dope because we watched a bad movie before. Yeah, why don't we plan to watch May December after? Look, I don't know if it's available on Disney Plus or not because I'm watching it via time travel. Who you are! I just got flashbacks to The Last Airbender. The ground is an extension of who you are. My name is Ong, and I am the Avatar. Did you hear that they removed sexism from the Netflix remake? So I wonder if the poor reception of this is going to convince Disney that like stylization is wrong. Because this one like bombed, didn't it? Or maybe just no more movies with black people in it. The animation does feel weird. This is bizarre. So what a weird. It's so interesting. I wonder what. Because Puss in the Boots: The Last Wish looks fucking incredible, right? There's something about this that just feels off. Some people are into that. 2 feet, please. I wonder if Disney just saw like stylization as like a way to like cost cut or something. This had a pretty big budget, didn't it? Yeah, the music's not as bad as Elemental so far. What? You turn 18, he grants you a wish, and then like what? You fucking get vaporized? Like what? What's happening? No spoilers if it's revealed later, I guess. But this is not as bad as Elemental so far. We'll see. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm noticing about this stylization? They don't have here's what looks weird about it. The a lot of computer animation will fake like motion blur, right? So like instead of the 24 frames per second weirdness of computer animation looking like stop motion, you pause on a frame in like a regular animated movie and they'll have like a little they'll imitate motion blur through some sort of like procedural like filter in the animation. This doesn't have that. That's why it looks weird. There's no motion blur. And there's nothing about the style that means you can't have that. You can still have the same visual style without and still have motion blur. It's the lack of motion blur that's making this look weird. Smear frames, yeah, if that's what they're called. Because in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movies, they not only have smear frames, but they're like stylized smear frames in their own way. Where like they'll add like actual lines. They'll add like actual drawn lines into the smear frames rather than it just trying directly to imitate regular film motion. Are you Disney? What's weird about the backgrounds is there's an opportunity to have like really intricate, like hand painted looking backgrounds, but instead it just comes across as like a filter. Instead it just comes across as like a lazy filter. Yeah, this is like a very cynical attempt at stylization, which is just interesting and weird. It's funny how misguided it is, but at the same time, they're like obviously trying to imitate Spider Verse type shit. Now that those things have become successful, it's only been 11 minutes. It could get very boring. You never know. It's not filled with like annoying puns and bad world building so far. Yeah, this is very different than the 1080p trailer. Dangerous. I wonder if he's going to be a bad guy. Father! They ripped off the Lion King. Sorry, did it get nominated for some Golden Globes or anything? This is like Tangled without the horse. Wish got a Golden Globe? Somebody fact check this. People fucking love Tangled. I don't understand why. The horse scenes were the only good scenes. It has a goat. Yeah, he's barely in it, and he has the fucking body of a child. So who cares? He has a child's body. He's a baby goat. All right. Some people are into it. It's funny how it doesn't even seem like the same voice when he sings. It's funny that we're at the second musical number and it's just like feels like things should have happened before the second one. It feels like something should have justified this, like some sort of like adventure moment, like progression. But it's not really that interesting what they're doing. It's funny how like A24 is able to like get really talented people making movies that have only ever made shorts before and then just like have a directorial debut. And Disney this entire past year plus has been absolutely fucking struggling to find creative voices that can actually do competent things. Like they just like they don't have any kind of pool of talent, or they're just the talent is too shackled to be able to do anything. What's the point of this song? Make out with the old man. Remember Encanto? Nobody talks about that movie anymore. Was it Disney or Pixar? Encanto was Disney? Sorry, not Encanto. What am I talking about? Is that the thing I'm talking about? Fuck, what is it? The movie called? Encanto's the Mexican one, right? Damn, I wasn't even thinking of that one. What's the one with the? Damn. Coco. Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't remember anything that happened in Kanto except the fucking Jaguar was not animated properly. Okay, Pixar did make Coco. Oh, and it could. Yeah, it could threaten my power. Oh, so they exist. Oh, so can you not like do a second wish then? What's stopping you from pursuing them yourselves? What is stopping you from pursuing it yourself? It's in a bubble? Do you forget? Do you actually forget? Do you wipe your brain? Oh, that's funny. It is funny how like predictable this is in black and white. They should have gotten Chris Pratt to play the female lead. Damn, we got to do that. So is the memory wiping like a separate thing, or do they forget as soon as the bubble's out of them? Like, she didn't forget. What's the memory wiping process? Do they just like eventually forget? Hmm? Wait, she brought him Saba's wish, but not her own? Is it referenced? Were there references? I didn't even see any references. Oh, Sleeping Beauty, the dress was there. Oh, I didn't even notice. That's funny. You have no power here. I wish for the goat to be talking and fuckable. The king's like, oh, okay. You haven't missed anything, Blaster Master. When people turn 18, they give the king a wish, and then she just finds out, like, oh, he doesn't actually do that. And he kind of just told her that he doesn't. And she seems to be the first person to find this out, which is weird. I don't know why she's the first person to find this out. I don't understand the conflict. How do you make it show the rating for Frozen 2010? So did he forget his wish? So people do forget when it's out of them. So she didn't give her own wish. I thought her wish was to do with her Saba. So it's not when people turn 18. She's 17. Okay. What? There were lyrics in the opening song that were talking about like when you turn 18, you'd give him a wish. So I thought that there was some sort of like rule or mechanic or something. The music's not terrible. There's some like weird like Shakira isms to that whole one. The problem isn't the songs themselves, it's that they're not motivated by anything in the story, which makes them a lot less memorable. If this exact same song appeared in like Frozen or something, like people would be okay with it. You know? So what her wish isn't a bubble? They should have been wishing on stars the whole time. They had the wrong idea. They've been bamboozled. I gotta kill that girl. I don't know what song you're talking about. Blaster Master. We're probably gonna watch May December after this. Just FYI. That's a crazy thing to believe. That's a great that you see a bright light outside. That was probably I think that was some kind of warning. I believe I have just been threatened. That's crazy. Horse. God damn it. The horse is right there. Don't I think it's weird that the only white guy is the bad guy? I'm suspicious. I thought everyone else was just wearing blackface. A Kirby. Didn't they have those exact same things in fucking Boy and the Heron? Wasn't that exact same thing in the Boy and the Heron? Mario. We had we had the exact same thing. Taking a shit on the goat. He's eating it. Well, that was in the trailer. Oh, everybody gets to talk. Bring back the horse. Bring back the horse. You're a child. Gay. Dirt. Sin. Damn, they just needed to introduce these characters, give them some personality before the song started. That's all they needed to do. Introduce them, give them some personality before the song starts. Why is the song starting already? Like, what are you talking about? Get a little bit of breathing room. It's so jarring. It's so weird. It's just it's the wrong timing for the song is the problem. Why do who I don't care what age group you're writing for. How can you honestly be in a writing room and be like, "Oh, and then they show his butt and that's the shot. Is just the butt." And that's like this is a joke, it's his butt. Some of the deers are cute. They said Bambi. Oh, is John a bear also from something? Still nowhere near as bad as Elemental. Nowhere, not even close. Elemental is like one of the worst movies ever. Yeah, the singing's not bad. Dream, 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 dream. Handsomest. I I think that musically the songs are not that bad. That last one with the chorus though, like lyrically, you're a star. Like what does that mean? They're talking about like everyone? You're a star. Like what in the story motivates that to be a thing that anybody says? Like what like was someone at a low point? Is that Jennifer Tilly? This is just Barnyard. This is just Chicken Run. This is not nearly this scene is not as cringe as any single frame from Elemental. There's nothing about there's this is cringe, don't get me wrong. Nothing in this film has been as cringe as any part of Elemental so far. No, absolutely nothing in this. The worst parts of this film have not even come close to the best parts of Elemental. Why did they even show a horse if they're not if every animal but the horse is gonna talk? It should have been Tangled Horse. What was his name? Maximus. She's Hitler. What's my favorite animated horse? As a character, I think honestly the maybe like Road to El Dorado horse. I forget his name, like Altivo or something. Spirit is in all the porn, but like Matt Damon and the it's a bad character and a bad movie and a bad voice. I don't know why Spirit is in all the porn. It's just a character design thing, I guess. I haven't seen Mulan in a long time, so I don't know. Do I like the animation in Spirit? At least it's not great. I've seen it in the past like year, right? Amongst Us? Chris Pine is the voice? Alan Tudyk is the goat? See, this is what I was talking about with Elemental. Like, there's name actors in this that are like talented people doing things. Elemental didn't even have that. Elemental didn't even have like voice talent. Like, not a single performance in Elemental was even like competent. Like, it was shocking. If you have like all this magic shit, just fucking everybody be your slave, right? Pull some fucking WandaVision shit, right? Well, you don't have to have people questioning you at any point in time. Just mind control everybody. What are his limitations? He's just a magic guy. Oh yeah, it's boring, but you know. The stakes. Dream, 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 dream. It really just needs a better story. It seems like a really like pathetic, desperate attempt at trying to like capture something, you know? Why does he sing like a almost like a country singer? He made a horsey noise. It is a weird tone for a villain song. Like, it would be. There needs to be something more sinister about it. It's not even matching the visuals, really. Yeah, like at the last 2 seconds of the song, it becomes sinister. Sorry, what's happening? I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about other things. She did a Roblox oof. How come they don't get to tag? Damn, there's a dog outside that won't shut the fuck up. Yeah, it is kind of a sleepy movie. Are the wishes sentient? They're reacting. Oh, you're getting turned into cum. This is hilarious. This is great. Okay, it's good again. Such sadness. That was funny. That's hilarious. That was good. Forbidden magic. That's funny. Okay, this is good now. Really boring middle, but it's coming back. I gotta pee though, and I don't think I'm gonna pause it. Let's see if this is a good time. I'm Susan. I'll be right back. You know what I love? Refrigerators. They make things cold. Could you imagine a world without refrigerators? Everybody would just envy Canada. Everybody would be like, fuck, Canadians have it so good. You just put your food outside. The king just butt chugged a quart of vodka? Oh. All right. So I was going to get a pack of the Phillips Dino Sours, but they had a four, like I was going to get a variety pack, but they had a 4-pack of a new flavor I haven't had before. Phillips is probably my favorite brewery. They're from Victoria, BC. Ooh, I got to make sure that we go to the brewery when we're visiting. Dino Sour. Got some cool artwork. Nothing important's happening in the movie, so I can do this. Blueberry pomegranate Delightfully tart. Ooh, and if you go to their brewery, they have Dino Sour like slushy, alcoholic Dino Sour slushy that you can get. Fuck, so good. So we're gonna see what this flavor's like. I haven't had this flavor yet. I called the mind control earlier. Is that what's happening? I wasn't paying attention. So now that he's using forbidden magic, he can do that. They're really paying a lot of attention to this child proportioned character's butt. So he lied and said that she destroyed them. Such sadness. Okay. The lyrics could be so much better. Musically, this is not bad at all. There's some interesting sounds in here. Bow, bow. Dream, 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 dream. 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 Where's the Goto Nazi? I'm gay. It's come. It is come. Yeah, like that was good musically. Nice. See, this movie is like 20 minutes from being over. Like this is fine. It's a refreshing 3 out of 10. I'm watching The Curse when I have the time to, which is when I'm done with Oscar shit. This film is a very brief 90-minute, 95-minute departure from the Oscar shit because I needed the context. I needed the context for why they picked Elemental, which now I just believe it's because it made more money. Because this is not as bad as Elemental. This is not even in the same like fucking category as Elemental. Elemental's like one of the most embarrassing, gigantic pieces of shit ever made. If Elemental wasn't so bad, I wouldn't be watching this. If Elemental wasn't the biggest piece of shit ever, I wouldn't be like, why did they nominate that over this? I'd imagine TMNT was better than both of these. It's not a difficult thing to imagine. I don't know why I would want to watch Alive from the 90s before watching Society of the Snow, though. Or why I would even need to watch it after. I know it's the same. I know it's the same event, but like, why would I need? I don't feel the need to watch TMNT. I can just imagine that it was better than this. Baby beard. That's a very bad line. It feels unmotivated. The voice doesn't match the character, and I know that they specifically referenced it. Like, ooh, who knew I'd have such a deep voice? Still doesn't match the character. It's not complimentary for what they're doing. Give it a baby voice, even. It would be annoying, sure, but it'd be more fitting. Was that Bambi? I don't know if the deer was high. I think it was just a joke towards deer and headlights sort of thing. Like if you drive a car at a deer, it'll just stare at you and it won't get out of the way. My penis weak. That was great. Damn, she should be dead. Is it another reference you should be afraid of? I don't understand. They did not nominate the Mario movie. The nominations are out. They did not, which is honestly good, and it's good that they didn't nominate the Peaches song either. I'm glad it got 0. They should have if they wanted people to watch the Oscars, but it's funny. You'd think that there would be people complaining about the Mario movie getting snubbed, but it sounds like I haven't seen any of that online. Is anybody? Is this people silently admitting that it wasn't like a fucking great movie? Is this people silently finally admitting that it's bad? Because I don't see anybody saying that it was snubbed. Like if people finally, silently, retrospectively, finally gone like, okay, I was just hyped because it's characters that I like, and it was new. I have baby brain. You know what I don't understand? Why Nintendo is fucking giving people cease and desist letters for the Pokemon mod for Pal World. I thought it was the Pokemon company that owned it. Like, what is Nintendo even doing? Why Nintendo? This is, this is exactly how invested I was in like any scene in Tangled without the horse. So this is fine. People people soy for Tangled. I don't know why. It was about the same. I'm not saying this is good. I'm saying Tangled is not. Stars? Oh, It's funny because the first song was so unmotivated, and now that it's like, oh, we're bringing it back as an important thing, like, that's kind of cringe. That was a weird fall animation. They really need some sort of motion blur or smear frames or whatever. Keep hitting her. Kick her in the balls. Kick her in the dick. Interesting. Just make him forget or something. He's 100. Go, let it go. Yeah, Leo's better. Ah! No, black people coming out of my chest. What? Is that what happens? So, yeah. What's next after this? We could do May, December. We could do Nimona. We should do something though. We could do. Should we do Nimona? All right, everybody wants Nimona. Pneumonia. I'll do May, December tomorrow. Let's get all the animated ones out of the way. There's only one more animated one. Society of the Snow. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Girls rule. Why can't it? Oh, so a girl can't be king? This movie's sexist. Did paper airplanes exist before planes? Because paper existed a long time before planes. But what did they call them? Or did the name airplane come from paper airplane? Which came first? It just seems crazy that like motorized airplanes would be invented before people figured out you could throw a piece of paper in a way that, right? Paper existed for fucking centuries before the airplane. It's crazy that people wouldn't figure out how to just do that. Really? Nobody folded paper in that way until after an airplane was invented? Damn. I guess people didn't have any understanding of aerodynamics, which is like the whole concept of a paper airplane, right? Damn, that's so weird to think about. Hundreds of years, people couldn't figure out how to make paper fly. Just like go, not fall immediately. Really? No way. Is there a I gotta just look this up. When was the first paper airplane? Oh my god, what? Evidence points to folded paper gliders being developed and refined concurrently in ancient China and Japan, so sometime around 500 BC. So they weren't called paper airplanes. I wonder how they looked. They resembled kites more than the dart-shaped flyers that have earned numerous Guinness World Records in recent years. Okay, but what about the plane? No. No. So they mean gliders as in like fucking like round. Okay, I gotta look up the history of the paper airplane. As far back as the 19th century, based on an American children's book describing their construction from 1894. When was the airplane? 1903. So the paper airplane existed before the airplane. What were they known as? What did they call them? Ooh. So in 1882, paper airplanes existed, but they were called the paper dart. There we go. That's what I was having trouble with, because I was like, surely this shit they wouldn't take until after airplanes were invented to fit. Why are we seeing all these other characters? Why are we seeing Robin Hood? Why are we seeing them Winnie the Pooh? These weren't even in the movie. What? What? What the fuck? What? Give me Scar, fucks. You motherfuckers. You piece of shit. Why is Pocahontas a Nazi? God damn it. All right. Paper darts. Damn. So in the 1800s, people were flying paper darts. The term paper airplane appeared in the 1890s before a successful powered flight. But those paper airplanes looked a lot different from the ones today. What? Where did the word plane come from? It's crazy that we have like scanned books from the 1800s. Damn, that's so cool. We have so much information. I hope it all gets preserved. We've lost so much throughout history. We've lost so much information. A lot of it for religious reasons. Some jihadists will go like, "Oh, you shouldn't have all of this information." Oh my god, Home on the Range? You got Home on the Range in the credits? Chicken Little? Like literally every Disney. Is this supposed to be like the last Disney movie ever? Bolt? Name 2 characters from the movie. You can't. Ooh, what's his name? Magnifico? Is that the villain? Is that the villain? I don't remember. I got one. I don't remember the goat's name. Why is every character at the end? It really didn't feel like it's such a weird marketing thing. Who's this one? Who's the guy on the right now? Who's this guy? Who the fuck is that? Is he from like Ben 10? What the fuck? Sorry, who was that guy? There's a Big Hero 6? Oh. Oh shit, Zootopia. They should do this at the end of every credits to trick people into watching the credits. Sorry, is this a Disney 100th anniversary thing? Is that why? When is Zootopia 2? I don't know if Eat 621 is ready for Zootopia 2. They need to increase their dedicated wham. The villain became the Snow White mirror. They showed the face for a couple of frames. Oh. Is the Snow White mirror a man? Oh, wait. No, yeah, it's always been. I forgot the queen was the, yeah. That's a weird thing to have happen. Because if I were to watch Snow White, I would assume black people hadn't been invented yet. You're telling me they have been before? Oh, post credits. When you wish upon a star. Doi. I like that. I like this cover a lot. I like the guitar. Dude, was that Pride Rock? It's funny how shit this looks in terms of like a Disney thing. Why is it why was it like metal? Pisney 100. Weird. So what was the couple frames about the when was that? When did they show that? That he gets turned into the mirror? When did they show that? When he gets sucked in? Not when he gets taken away or when he gets sucked in. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see it. Yeah. That's funny. Look at this shit. It's right there. That is yeah, just kind of like an unimportant movie. Here's a better frame. Look at that frame. It's kind of interesting that they decided that. But yeah, I mean, just the movie didn't matter. That's a 3. That's a pretty easy 3 for me, I think. It wasn't like it was just kind of underwhelming. The fucking Elemental is like the biggest cancer. Very interesting, that whole just them not having a hit this year even. 114,000 ratings on Elemental. 18,000 ratings on Wish. Did they pay like a factory in India to do that? Like, what the fuck? Watch. It would be so funny if Elemental won the Oscar. That would be the funniest upset for me. That would be the funniest fucking shit. Wouldn't that be the funniest? Wouldn't that be the funniest fucking thing ever of all time? I think we deserve that as a species for Elemental to win the best. What if they not only win best animated feature, but someone comes out after and says like, no, they won best picture. We forgot to say they were nominated. Elemental won. No guys. Okay, we could do pneumonia. I think.